Hello everyone, welcome back to Back in Diapers. Today we're going to talk about what I do for swimming and summertime type of thing. It's really a big, huge issue for people who have incontinence, what to do about swimming. So I am here to tell you what I do, dispel a few myths, and talk about what you really need to do for swimming while you're incontinent. So first off, I'm going to show you what I wear. No, let's scratch that. We're going to actually talk about being in the water as an incontinent person in general. So, there is this myth that goes around that we are all told as children that if you pee in the pool, it will turn purple and follow you around, or just turn purple in general. That is not true. Okay? I have tested this out. It's not true. And I actually did some research into this before I started swimming after I became incontinent. That is not true one bit, guys. The pool is not going to turn purple if you pee in it. Unless you have some weird thing, and I don't even know if this is even possible, some weird chemical somebody puts in to do this, to change it purple, but it's really not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So don't be worried about peeing in the water. However, if you are not incontinent and you're just an AB, please don't pee in the pool because you can. Use the bathroom as, just so that there's not a ton of pee going on. So here's the other thing. You're going to hear that, well, you don't have to worry about it because pee is sterile. It's not a problem. This is not what they mean by pee is sterile. Sterile means not contaminated by outside sources, so outside influences. Your pee is sterile to your body, meaning it is not contaminated by things on the outside. So once the pee leaves your body, it's no longer sterile. It will have the bacteria that your body is getting rid of in it and things like that. However, peeing in the pool, there is chlorine, massive amounts of chlorine in pools. So pretty much the bacteria are going to be dead like that when they hit the chlorine. So that you don't have to worry about. But this whole thing about pee is sterile really has no play in this, because what that just means is that it is not contaminated by outside bacteria and things like that. So that's the thing. Don't listen to this whole pee is sterile, it's fine. That's not what they mean by pee is sterile. So yeah. Also, peeing in a lake and a pool, in a lake or something like that, not really an issue, because that water is already very contaminated with bacteria because fish and animals are in that water. So there's going to be that type of thing in the problem. So don't drink lake water, okay? Because there are things that are going on in that lake water. Try not to drink it. If you accidentally do, you're probably going to be fine. Most of the time, those bacteria will be expelled and fought off by your body, so not a problem. So yeah, the thing with incontinence and swimming is this. You always hear, well, you got to wear a swim diaper. Babies wear swim diapers. Adults should too. The only reason a swim diaper is necessary, and this is the only reason it's necessary, is if you have bowel incontinence. For me, I generally have control over my bowels. Generally, my muscles are weak, so as soon as I feel that sensation, I really do have to go. But I'm not just going to, for the most part, have an accident in the water. But those of you who do have bowel incontinence, yes, you do need to wear some sort of swim diaper to protect from that fecal matter getting into the pool. Because once you have solid waste going into a pool like that, that's a problem. Generally, pools will get shut down for a while. When they see poo, they'll have to test it and redo all the chemicals. So yes, that is the problem. You do have to wear a swim diaper if you have bowel incontinence. Swim diapers are not meant to hold urine in. It is only meant to hold solid waste in. So keep that in mind. If you're somebody like me and you have to travel to get to your water source, our lake that we use a lot is about half an hour away. The closest pool is like 5-10 minutes away. We have to ride in the car to get there. Then you're probably going to want to either wear a diaper until you get to the bathroom that's there, so you can change out of it and change into the swim diaper or whatever you need at that time. Do not wear disposable diapers into a pool or a lake. Please do not. The disposable diapers will fill and fill and fill and fill, and then they will burst. And if those things get into the the lakes, that can kill fish and animals that are in lakes and things and natural bodies of water like oceans and stuff like that. So do not wear a disposable diaper swimming. Now, also, it's going to get really, really heavy and you won't be able to swim very well because you're going to have it does swell really big when it gets wet like that. So don't do it. It's going to be hard for you. It's going to be horrible and detrimental to the environment in that water. It can destroy pools, by the way. If it'll clog up that filter and it'll stop working. So yes, disposable diapers can destroy pools. So do not go swimming in any form with this disposable diaper. If you want to have that sensation, test it out in your bathtub and make sure you're out of there before it bursts. But anyway, don't do it. Do not swim in disposable diapers, please. Now you may ask, what about those disposable swim diapers? Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Disposable pull-on swim diapers will not work for incontinence or for bowel incontinence, okay? They don't hold up well enough. Basically, imagine, go to the store, get a Depends pull-up, and that's basically what you're getting as far as a swim diaper, except for the fact that it is a flow-through, okay? Keep that in mind. It is a flow-through for the most part. It will hold a very small amount of urine. It'll lock it away in the fibers, but then once you get in that water, it's going to wash right out, okay? It will wash it right out. So those really don't hold up to bowel incontinence, so there's not much of a point to them. If you're like me and you just need something to protect you in case you have a little bit of a wetting in between and then you want to just be able to get right in the water, they're great for that. They are great for it. I have used them. I've had a sample and I have used them and I've tested this out. They don't hold pee. Okay. They will hold it for a very short amount of time. Once the diaper is wet, it will no longer hold anything. Once you're in the water, I mean. It probably is something in there that like is a wash away type of thing, that there's plastic in it until it gets wet in the actual water and then it like dissolves or something like that. I'm not sure. I have not looked into how that is made and how it works. But just know this, they really don't hold pee. So let's get into swimsuit options, guys. Okay, so say you do have to wear something like a disposable swim diaper, any type of thing like that. Say you do have to wear something under your swimsuit. You do have options, and I've discovered a fantastic option that I did not expect would work. So swimsuits are made out of that really weird spandex fabric and stuff like that. Well, here's a tip for you all. You can use a romper from Tykables. I have one here for a swimsuit. This actually, it looks like this is super short, but it stretches out. Guys, this has been my best friend since I discovered that I could wear this. It doesn't get super heavy like t-shirts do. It stays nice and close to your body. It's fantastic. Seriously, for like $40, get one of these. This one was a white one that I tie-dyed, so it looks a little different than theirs. But you can get them from them for like $40, guys, and they work fantastically. I've had this romper for a few years, and because of the type of snaps they use, I am starting to get some holes. This has to be replaced this summer because literally, as you can see, this is not supposed to be like that. So this one has been worn to death pretty much. And it's honestly just the end snaps, which maybe I might figure out a way to replace them. I don't know. But because of the type of snaps they use, unfortunately, using these types of snaps in clothing is really bad because they have prongs in them that stick through and hold them to the fabric. They fold into the snap underneath them. But because of the friction and the movement and the stretching, they do tend to rip holes more easily. I use a type of snap that is plastic. Here you can see it on this. It has one prong. It only has one plastic prong, so you only poke one hole, and it holds. The way that this works is it clamps that fabric pretty well, and I have never, ever, in the many years that you've been using these, had an issue like you see with a metal snap. Metal snaps can also eventually rust and whatnot, or degrade and things like that. So just so you know, that is a thing. Probably every couple of years, especially if you're swimming a lot, you're going to probably want to replace this. But for $40, this is a fantastic thing. And you can wash it and wear it other times. I wear this in the summertime just as an outfit. It works great. And I'm looking at it now and I definitely have more snaps issues. So I'm going to definitely have to replace this one this year, probably in the next couple of weeks, because it's time. This one needs to be replaced. Another option you can do is using a onesie and wearing shorts over it. The Tigables onesies are great for this, as well as the onesies down under onesies. Tigables, I really do like theirs because their stuff looks very natural. It doesn't look like you're wearing a baby romper or a onesie or anything like that. But you can wear a onesie, put shorts over it if your diaper's going to show. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this pair of shorts because it is very see-through. But wearing like a pair of gym shorts or swim shorts or anything like that over it so that it's not going to show any of your undergarments that you're wearing underneath or anything like that. Those work really well. I don't necessarily recommend the ABU onesies for swimming just because it's a heavier weight fabric. It's not the 4-way stretch, so it doesn't cling to your body as well. You're going to get more like what happens with t-shirts where they get super heavy and they just drag down. So I highly recommend the Tigables onesies for sure for this, and the onesies down under onesies would be great as well. But the rompers come from Tigables.com. So what I do when I'm swimming, I have two different options. This is what I have worn in the past, and I just take one of my pocket diapers. This is one of my cloth pocket diapers that I have, and I just wear this without any inserts. If I'm going straight to the water, this is what I will wear. No inserts in there at all. If I am going to be riding in the car first, I would probably bring along a wet bag and an insert and put that in there while I'm driving to and from the lake, just to make sure I don't wet my pants sitting in my car. Another option that I have recently made and going to try out is this pull-on diaper. This one's a little big for me. I did make it a little big, and I'm going to maybe adjust that. I don't know. This has inside of it, this one is lined with microfleece, and inside it, you can't really see, but you see that underneath you can see the pattern. I have Zorb in here. Zorb is supposed to be super absorbent. I haven't had much success with this particular Zorb. It just doesn't work like I like it to. But I'm going to try this out as my swim diaper. It is a little big, and it's a pull-on. So I might have to make it a little bit smaller for it to actually work for swimming. But this is what I'm going to try out this year. And I'm definitely going to adjust the amount of Zorb I put in there. I think I'm going to go I have 3 layers in here. I think what I'm going to do is go down to 1 because I think this is going to be too heavy to be in the water. So this will be one that I wear to and from, possibly change into this, or make another one that is a little bit thinner so that it's not so very heavy. Sorry, my ear itches really bad. All right. Those are my things that I wear, guys. This does really well for swimming, just in case I do mess my pants, which is very, very rare. But just on the off chance that I do, this works fantastically. And basically, this is what my diaper covers. I make a pull-up one now, which I definitely will probably be making one for swimming particularly. But if you have a cloth diaper that is just a cover, or just a pocket diaper especially, use that as a swim diaper. Or if you have a diaper cover, use it as your swim diaper, because that's all you're going to need, so long as it's tight enough around the legs that it won't allow things to leak out if you mess your pants. Now, guys, the other thing I do want to quick say, if you mess yourself while you're in the water, immediately get out and change. Do not continue to swim. Change change your diaper, change out of that. Make sure you have a couple of those on hand if you're going to be out for a while. Because if you do mess in this, any type of diaper whatsoever, you want to immediately change that. You don't want to keep on swimming. Get out, change, go back in, and you're good to go. This will just keep it from getting on your clothes. It'll keep it from just immediately getting into the water. It'll give you that chance to get from the water to the bathroom or changing area and get a fresh one on. So definitely, please, please use appropriate and a common sense when you're dealing with water. when it comes to being in public pools, the pools I've been in since my incontinence have all been public. Yes, I have peed in them. I try not to do it directly by people. Like, I tend to, when I swim, stay away from people in general. And like, I don't have the ability to control when and where I pee, which is kind of why I tend to not swim around, like right by other people. Sometimes that's avoidable, but guys, no one's going to notice. It's going to immediately disperse into the water. You will be perfectly fine. Now, don't purposely do it. If you have any control at all, don't purposely do it. If you have like urge incontinence and you're feeling that urge and you don't have time to get out of the pool, don't worry. It's not going to be a problem. Babies pee in the water as well, because baby swim diapers don't hold in urine either. So it's just a complete myth that these swim diapers are going to hold in urine. They don't. I've tried almost every swim diaper out there, guys. They don't hold in urine. There's been a time where I got that So Secure one. I hate it, by the way. It was so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. You can put in a liner in it and stuff like that, or you can wear it without it. And to test this method, I actually was out at a lake at one point and I just had it on and I kind of was, standing. I didn't purposely test it out, but I was just standing on the dock working, getting ready to get into the boat or get into the water, and I did pee. And it just came right through, guys. Just right through. It doesn't hold urine in. Unless you've got something like this, where you have a layer of something in there to absorb it. But once you get into the water, it's getting washed right out. Because, this doesn't keep water out. So it can come in and out of the diaper appropriately. This just helps if I am in the car. This is a waterproof layer. So, here's the funny thing about these. While it is technically waterproof, it will allow it'll allow water in, and it does to some degree hold the water. Because of the way my diapers fit, if it gets filled with water and I get out of the water, the minute I walk or that suction is let go in that leg, the water will spill out. So it does hold in some water. These particularly do, because this is a PUL. This is meant to hold in urine. But it's not completely foolproof. It does wick out. It does let out of when you have it filled with water. I wish I could kind of just do a way of, I wish that I could, show you guys, but that's kind of hard to demonstrate unless it's on me, and that's kind of hard to simulate in general. But this will hold up, like it will hold in some water. It has been a little bit hilarious when it feels, because when you get in the water, here's the thing with these guys, or with something like this, when you get in the water and you go like slowly in, as you're entering the water is pressing the air out, and this basically suctions to your body. And it's hilarious. Once that suction is let go, the water pours in, and so my roommate Zelly and I are, we go swimming together, and she loves to let that suction out and let that water in, and it's really frustrating. A lot of times I end up taking these off before I get into the water. So, yeah. But that does help keep things contained. If this is just to keep poop in. It's not to keep anything else in or out. This is to absorb a little bit, and I'm going to do some testing of this summer. We should be going swimming here in the next week or so, so I'm going to be testing it out and see how it goes, and I will definitely keep you guys updated. But definitely check out Tykables.com. They're rompers. They have several different colors. They come in solid colors. You can, if you're at all able to, and you want to get something like this, get a white one and get some tie-dye. It's really easy to do. It's fun. It is so fun to tie-dye, which is why this one is done. But check out Tykables. Check out their snappies. They're called. They're rompers. They're onesies. Check them out, because these are great for swimming. And honestly, this can go right under a pair of pants too. right under a pair of shorts, right under anything. You can wear this for all different occasions, but it works beautifully for swimming. And I have had so many compliments on that as a swimsuit. People are like, oh my gosh, where did you get that? I've never seen a swimsuit like that. Where did you get it? And I tell them, actually, I got it from an adaptive company that does adaptive clothing for special needs and whatnot. You don't have to tell them, oh, it's a onesie, it's a romper. You know, you can tell them, hey, I got this at an adaptive clothing website. They have types, things like this all over the place. But Tygables is personally one of my favorites when it comes to their clothing. So definitely check them out. Their stuff is really well made for the most part. A little bit of an issue with the snaps on this type of thing, but that's another story for another time. Anyway, so I wanted to just give you guys those tips and tricks for swimming. Go out there, have some fun with the water, guys. You don't have to worry as much as you do about swimming. It is fun. I have been swimming for years. It is my favorite thing, and I have come up with these tips over the years, and it's just been fantastic, and I have zero problems when I go swimming, and I love it. And just as an FYI, I do, after I'm done swimming at the lake, stop and put a diaper on in the bathroom, or if I have to in the car, things like that. So I do put a regular diaper on before I go home. But those are some tips and tricks for you all. Go out and have some fun with the water, guys, because this is going to boost your confidence and it's going to keep you active and happy through the summer. So thank you guys so much for all your support of this channel. I really appreciate every single one of you and the support you've given me. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. I will be streaming pretty much every day, so definitely check back to this channel and turn on the bell notifications so that you can get the notifications of when I go live. And it's a super fun time. We just get to hang out and have a chat with each other, and it's a riot. So I will see you all later, and have an awesome day. Bye-bye.